Hi, this is Andy from GPS Training. In this video we're just going to show you a couple of new models that we've got in from the TwoNav range of GPS devices and just talk about the differences from the other models that are available. So I'm on the gpstraining.co.uk website and I've went to the GPS store and we've got the option handheld GPS devices, and then we've got a nice filter at the top. So in the filter at the top I've picked TwoNav, and then you'll see the full range of TwoNav GPS devices that we've got available. The two that we're taking a look at today are the Cross Plus with the larger 64 gig memory and the TwoNav Terra also with a larger 64 gig memory. So these two new models have just came into stock. So they're basically exactly the same as the other Cross Plus and Terra units that we've got on our website, except the memory is now increased on the internal storage. So we've went from a 34 gig to a 64 gig memory, so that gives us 60 gig free with the other software that you already have loaded on the units. The main advantage of this is if you're wanting to put lots more maps on your unit. So with this TwoNav Cross Plus and Terra that we already had in stock, I'll just bring one up at random here on the Cross Plus. You had the option to get it with the free open source West Europe maps, and we also had the option where you can buy it with the full GB Ordnance Survey 1 to 50, that's the Land Ranger maps for all of Great Britain, or the full 1 to 25 maps. What's now changed, if I just hit the back button and pick the Cross Plus with a larger 64 gig, the prices went up because of the larger memory, so we have got an increased price. But with the Terra and Cross Plus now in the drop down boxes, we've also now got the option to put on a full 1 to 50 and 1 to 25. So if you actually want both Land Ranger for all of Great Britain and 1 to 25 Ordnance Survey Explorer maps for all of Great Britain, you now have the capability to do that. We give you the vouchers in with the box that talk you through how you download those maps to your TwoNav account and install them onto the unit using a computer or Wi-Fi. So that's one of the changes. You've now got the option with the Cross Plus and Terra to put the full 1 to 25 and 1 to 50 Ordnance Survey maps. On the previous units, it was the Adventurer 2 units that had that capability because they have an external micro SD card that you can put in for increased memory. So we still have that with the Adventurer 2, but we've now got the larger memory Cross Plus and Terra units. Now with the standard Cross Plus and Terra units, if you do want to put extra maps on, you do have still free memory. Just to give you an idea, the full 1 to 25 map takes up about 19 gigabytes of memory. So with the standard units you still have that sort of 10 gigabytes free. So if you need to put other maps on for other countries, that's still possible, but you wouldn't be able to fit a full 1 to 25 and 1 to 50 on. It just takes up too much memory and doesn't give you enough free space. Now one of the other big advantages is we've now got a new range of maps from TwoNav for Great Britain from Harveys. We love the Harveys Maps at GPS Training because we use them in our sister company Shepherd's Walks Holidays as paper maps. We actually give them out to customers who are doing some of our long distance trails as a holiday with us at Shepherd's Walks. So we've used the maps for many years, the Harveys Maps, so we are familiar with them. We've now got them available from TwoNav. So if you were to buy a TwoNav device and you want to put lots of Harveys Maps on as well as the Ordnance Survey maps, you've got that increased memory. So you can still put lots of Harveys Maps on the standard units, you just can't put of course the full range on because it's going to take up too much memory. So I'm just going to give you an idea on the TwoNav website. I'm just going to go onto twnav.com and click on maps and just show you that we've got those Harveys Maps now available. Many other maps for other countries as well that you can purchase from TwoNav, but if I go to the Harveys Maps, this is the new ones that they've just added. We did a great podcast the other day with the CEO of Harveys, so it's definitely worth having a look on YouTube and finding that. We've actually got it on our YouTube GPS Training channel where you'll find the video of actually the podcast we did with Harveys, which was a real interesting podcast. So down here we've got all the various options for Harveys Maps, and of course if you're going over to Ireland, what's nice, Harveys do have maps for Ireland as well. So I'm just going to pick an example here. We'll just scroll down the list here and I'm going to give you an idea of the Super Walker full collection. So this is every Super Walker option that Harveys do. that one would take up just over 3 gigabytes of memory, so it's 3160 megabytes, so 3 gigabytes of memory, and that's everything that's covered there. So it's a whole load of maps if you are used to the Harveys paper maps. I noticed TwoNav do have an option where you can do a free sample just so you can see what the maps are going to look like. There is an option to download some free sample sections. I'll just show you one more example. So if you are going over to Ireland, it's nice now that we've got, if we go on to Ireland and Northern Ireland here, we've got the 5 super walker maps, so they'll only take up 223 megabytes. So again, with the standard TwoNav units, there's no problem putting those maps on. It's just if you wanted like a full set for the whole of the country, and that gives you an idea of the ones that they've got available for Ireland there. So like I said, it's just a nice new range of maps that are available from TwoNav. But I hope you found this video useful, really just to talk through, why we've got these 2 larger ones in. There's a higher cost involved, but just for someone who's wanting to put a lot more maps on, just gives you a little bit more flexibility. Bear in mind, with all of the units, you can remove maps at any time and put them back on again. So if you bought any maps from us as a voucher, if they get removed from the unit, you've got those maps for life from TwoNav. So sometimes customers do remove, say, some of the free open source maps, and then if they go into a country, they'll put them back on and then just take them off again. It is easier doing that on a computer, but you can delete maps directly from the unit, but they can always be put back on. It's the sort of stuff we cover on our training videos. Just remember, if you do buy a TwoNav GPS device from GPS Training, you do get our Gold Support package for free, worth £145. So that gives you access to many training videos on our online training resource that we've put together on using the TwoNav GPS devices. It's the same with the other makes that we sell as well. You get all the training videos, and you do get email and telephone support from ourselves, and we're all out and about using these units in the field, doing events, doing ultra runs, trail runs, mountain biking, hiking. So when you come to us to ask for advice, we are using all of the devices that we sell as well. But we hope you found this video useful on just a quick overview on the 2 new models that we've got in stock, the Cross Plus with a larger 64 gig internal storage, and the Terra now with a larger internal storage. We've still got the standard models, which are going to suit many people. Obviously you can save a bit of money if you're not needing to put maps on for many other countries and buy the standard models, but it just gives you that flexibility if you do want to put a lot more maps on, like the Harveys Maps as an example. So hope you found this video useful, and thanks for watching.